Hey, Vaughn. I did have my camera on, but I got nervous and turned it back off. Hi, animal lover. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Hey, the Turner sisters. How's everyone doing today? Congratulations, the Turner sisters. How is everyone day going? Hi, Corey. Hi, Natural. Hi, Samuel. I'll turn it back on in a little bit. Thank you, Turner sisters. Okay, Riri. How's everyone day going? Oh, why? I hate to hear that, animal lover. Yes, Bambi, we are riding this wave. Yes, we are. I hope everyone's day has been going well. I hope that the week has started off good for you. Animal lover, I hate that your day hasn't been going the way that you had planned for it to go. But we still got a few more hours left, so it's not too late. Oh, Samuel. Hey, Rose. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, so I just, hey, YouTube. Y'all know I always drop the link, and so we can talk. I know, right? We can talk about whatever. Um, y'all see that B. Smith, she passed away the other day due to Alzheimer's. And I want to talk a little bit about that because her husband um, invited another woman into their home while B. Smith was sick and going through her illness. And and so you know, she initially came as a caretaker, but they ended up building a bond and building a relationship and ended up being together all at the same time of taking care of B. Smith. You know, B. Smith has had Alzheimer's. Late to the part of the greetings. Oh, hi, Derek. Yes. Hey, race car. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Yeah, that was sad. That was very sad. And I'm gonna turn my camera back on in a little bit. That was very sad. That was very sad. But I'm gonna drop my link, and if anybody want to join me, and we can talk about that because Alzheimer's is very serious, and you know the fact that, and I am looking at my backstage this time, so I am paying attention. So, you know, he invited another woman into their home. Hi, Samurai. Hi, how you doing? And she was there taking care of him. Not only was she taking care of her, B. Smith, but she was taking care of her husband. And you know, was he wrong for doing that? Was he wrong? Um, did he break his vows? because, when they got married, they did say to death do us part. It does not, the vow did not say until you get sick and then I find someone else. Let me look at the chat because I'm missing comments whenever I start. I'm kidding. No, but I am. Riri, I was not paying attention the other night. I make sure I didn't miss anybody's comment. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about, how he invited this woman in and how, she came in and she was taking care of B. Smith. B. Smith, she built her empire. She was a model. She had her own show, her own design company. She was, she was out here and she built a fortune. And sadly, she developed Alzheimer's. And because of that, it left her not being able to make decisions on her own. It caused her to be able to take care of her. And so towards the end, she did rely on her husband to take care of her. But he decided that, he wanted to be with someone else. And I have worked with Alzheimer's patients before. Yes, she was a phenomenal Black woman. She sure was. Yes, she sure was. And I have seen the disease, transform a person, and I have found out that um, I have seen where like real brilliant and real smart people develops Alzheimer's. My grandmother, she had Alzheimer's, and I was young. I was a kid then, so I really didn't even understand it. I didn't know what was going on with her. I didn't. Maybe they discussed that while married. Maybe they probably did. They probably did discuss that while they was married. Yep, yep. They probably did discuss that while they was married. And see, that's another discussion to have. You know, are you willing, if you get sick or if you become, not able to be there for your spouse, are you willing to allow another person to the term sisters, are you willing to allow another person to come into your home and be with your mate because you're not able? Oh, okay, Bambi, because you're not able to be there physically, for your mate. You're not able to provide, that intimacy and things like that to your mate. Um, will you be willing to allow somebody else, okay, to come in? Okay, if it happens to whereas I am not able to be here for you, on an intimate level, or the way that I used to be there for you. If a sickness comes up and it causes me to not remember, like Alzheimer's, not remember and know who you are, or like if I get sick with a terminal illness, um, you know, are you willing to allow another person to come in? And me personally, no, I am not willing to allow somebody else to come in and be with my mate. Because whenever we went before God, we said till death do us part, for sickness and in health. So just because I become sick does not mean I am not uh able to still. Oh, okay. There go Derek. Hi, Derek.
Kandychelle, it's always Gemini season, girl.
It's always Gemini season.
You can't
Always
stop the
Gemini.
rain.
No,
You
you
can't stop
cannot.
the rain.
You cannot. You cannot. We're gonna be up in here. Yes.
Yes,
What's
ma'am. How
going
you?
on? Thank you for joining me.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna say this here, Candy. One of the I done live, I done lived a full life. The world don't owe me nothing. But one of the things that done always scared me, from the time I can remember back was being a quadriplegic. I ain't scared of drowning. I ain't scared of fire. I ain't scared of car crash. I ain't scared of gunshot. But I always been scared to be paralyzed from the neck down. I can't do a damn thing for you. And any girl I would be with, and I wasn't able to perform. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I love being up under a woman. If I can't perform, you best to move on. I think that that's selfish. I personally think that that's selfish to be that to own somebody in that way to where they're not getting their needs met, because part of the part, in my opinion, part of the duties of a mate, be you married or not, is to make them feel good during the midnight hour. Well, if I'm paralyzed from the neck down, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be impossible for me to do that. And I would just say, go on and live on. I would say, go on and live on, you know. But I also understand the part about loving folks and this and that. That most people ain't going to do that. They ain't going to say move on, because the fact is that you can't. I'm able bodied now, and and girl, I be with. I couldn't see nobody in the bed with her, and I'm able to perform. So I'm sure not finna let them do it, and I'm still alive, if you understand what I'm saying. But the fact is, I can't do no more. I cannot do no more. So what do I look like? Did not. So basically, you hurting two people if you look at it. For me,
Hey y'all,
hey girl, what it do?
Just baby just joined us.
what's
Hey,
going on,
baby.
Derek? I couldn't hear what
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
already discussed, so
Yeah, it.
Derek was saying that if he was a quadriplegic, that he would be okay with, I mean, his mate being with someone else. He was talking about it. Hey, DC Purple Diva, I'm sorry I missed you. And anybody else that I missed? Okay, Derek.
Well. That's pretty much all I want to say. I'm gonna defer to Miss Bam if she got anything to say. Just for again, just for myself, I can't do nothing for you. I can't do nothing for you. So I'll just I'm gonna step aside. I'm gonna be right here. I'll let Miss Bambi talk.
Okay.
well, I'm with Derek. I'm pretty.
Oh, Bambi got kicked off. I'm gonna drop the link again.
Yeah, but that's for me. That's just the long and short of it. Um, I guess if you got money tied up and property and children and all this other stuff, you have to deal with the ramifications of the children having somebody come in. You know, but to me, I don't know. I just that's just something I would just have to step off from, because again, I cannot help you. So,
Race car
oh,
said,
oh, Miss
race
Bambi,
car
yeah,
said,
Miss Bambi back. I'm sorry.
yes. Race car said, love is endless. You wouldn't have it right in your mate's face. That's
Hello,
something hey, that's something they shouldn't be
can
aware of.
y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, we can hear you, Bambi, because it's
Oh,
cheating
okay.
and
So
disrespectful.
it's
Hey,
breaking up for
Ashley.
me on my end because I'm in the car on my phone. But what I was saying is, I feel like that would be a selfish move for me to think that my significant other should not move on if I'm in a state where I can't fully do the duties that, or be the wife that they married.
There you go.
I think that would be selfish of me. So for me, I think that would be one of the things that we would discuss before we get married. And um I think that's a selfish move to not want that. Now that's just me. I'm not saying people who, say till death do us part. But for me, I think that I would be selfish to not allow this person to move on with their life.
Yes, that you know what, and Bambi, real quick, that's a damn good point. Don't nobody talk
Mm-hmm.
about nothing till it happens. Don't nobody when we talk about people passing, nobody talk about no will. Don't nobody talk about what you gonna do A, B, and C if something happens. And then you be all and that you already up under the stress of somebody passing, and then you got the double stress of what are we gonna do now. And that was a good point you made. Don't nobody talk. You best to get all that stuff out now while you're able bodied.
That is true. That is true. That's a conversation that we do not have. A lot of people do not have that conversation anymore. And sadly, a lot of African Americans, we do not plan out for, what will happen. Let me try what will
I
happen.
don't know what's happening, y'all. I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna have to leave out and come back.
Okay, then, I got to
Yes,
meet
ma'am.
you.
All right.
Okay. Hello, y'all still there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my battery was dying. I had to hurry up and charge it. Yeah, but that's a conversation. That's something that sadly, we do not plan often. We do not plan for that.
Well, the thing is that it, from where I sit, I just know that black people, we done been through so much pain since we've been here. Don't nobody really want to talk about you because you hear it so much now. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see the news. No, nobody want to be stressed out and things like that. But the only problem with that is death is a part of the life cycle. And if you can
Mm-hmm.
plan, and what it is, you see people going balls. They be going balls to the wall for weddings. They go balls to the wall for for a baby shower. They do all the planning for that, but don't nobody plan for death. They nobody trying to talk about that, and that's the time you need to be talking. I should
I
tell
was gonna
you,
do that, but I got
my-
because then are you alright?
yeah,
Okay, I'm a
Candy.
lover.
Like
Okay,
really?
yeah, but I'm saying, I was saying, that don't nobody, we plan for everything that's happening, but don't nobody plan for stuff that's going to be. Everybody, self included, everybody got an expiration date, and I have already. My daughter, 15 years old, I have given her instructions already. My daughter has a will in place. She got my passcodes for our stock. I mess with cryptocurrency. She knows all this stuff at 15 because I wanted to put her in the mindset that look, your daddy love you, but your daddy ain't invincible. And so you best to talk about these things. But going back to the about having somebody in your bed again, for me, and as much as it would pain me, I can't do nothing because at the same time I'm looking at it like this here. Well, girl, shoot, if you paralyzed from the neck down, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a touchy subject for most people. And you've been a moderator for me. My channel is one. The tough question is where I live at. You have to talk about these things because
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be again. I'm going to an event. I'm going to an event in about an hour. Who to say somebody run the red light and T-bone me? I don't want that to happen, but these things are possible because why? Because you assume the risk when you live your life, and you have your best out is to inform the people that you love, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much it. So I just say that I wouldn't be if I'm not a whole, everybody say I'm whole this and whole that. If I'm not a whole man to you, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough
But
one.
if you are in your right mind, even though you are paralyzed from the neck down and physically you cannot be there for her, like, helping out with the house and being there physically as far as being intimate with her anymore. Are you okay with being in the next room knowing that your mate is in the room beside you with another
See,
person?
once again, that's what they say. That's the rub. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it would bother me, but at the same time, you messing with two people. I can't do nothing, and because you trying to be with me for sickness and health, better for worse, you can't do nothing. So, you got me. I can't answer that question, Candy. I would just say, maybe, yeah. Here you go. Perhaps if my money right, perhaps you could put me in a hospice, and I ain't got to see none of that. Do I know what's
Yeah,
going on in my
put you in a
mind?
nursing home. Step,
If it, if it's
Derek, hate to cut you off, but Samuel said God granted Abraham his second wife when his first wife wasn't able to.
well, well, is that physical or is that spiritual? Because again, we was talking about whether or
Mm-hmm.
not you can. And I understand where he's coming from and salute that comment. But the fact is that we was talking about, am I going to be able to perform as human beings do? And if I'm paralyzed from the neck down, obviously not. So we back to what I was saying a second ago. Perhaps maybe put me in a hospice or a nursing home. It's still going to affect me because I still have my faculties, but I'm not physically able to do nothing. Knowing that my woman is being pleasured by another man, even as a whole man would eat at me. Imagine if I can't move. I'm essentially a vegetable. I can't do nothing, and I know she was somebody else. So you got me, Candy. I can't answer you to my best.
Yeah, because you said a quadriplegic. So if you're a quadriplegic, you are paralyzed from the neck down. It does not mean that you're not still in your right mind.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am. And so
now, if I am not in my right mind, and I don't know what's going on, then maybe that might be a possibility. But whenever I get married, me personally, when I get married to say, um, for sickness and in health, to death do us part, not until I am not able to perform my wifely duties, not until I am I don't know what's going on in the world. It's
y-
okay, let me close my eyes for the last time, and then I am okay with you moving on with your life. I give you that permission. But me to be physically here in the same home and my body is physically still here, I am not okay with that. Now, if you was to put me in a nursing home and you was to do it, of course, I can't control that because I'm not going to be physically there in the home. I'm not going to know what's going on in the day to day. I am only going to know whenever you come and visit me what's going on and whatever you tell me. But
yes,
I
ma'am.
am not going to be okay if I'm physically there in the home and and you are being intimate with someone else, especially if I still can kind of sense what's going on around me.
But see, even with that, I would say to be all the way real with you, the scenario you just said, that's gonna run its course too. I'm gonna get tired of seeing you come to me knowing I can't do nothing, and I know you being you intimate with somebody else. After a while, I'm gonna say just go ahead and go forward. Now, whatever it is I need to you for me to do, for you to do for me medically, yes. But for you to just sit and we talk, what do we talk about? I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. That's to start with. And I know you with somebody else. What are we going to talk about? What do the conversations look like going forward? Now that I know you with somebody, it's just a bad all the way around. That's just bad news all the way around. and I imagine that is ongoing somewhere in America. To me, I would just say put me in a nursing home, whatever you could do for Derek medically, my last rights and wishes. Because again, like I said, I have a will in place already. I intend to be buried in Mississippi soil and all that good stuff. But you can't. What do these conversations look like? That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do the conversation look like? Race car said, right. Not while I'm breathing and you got your toy taking care of me. Oh hell no, Lord, just take me, please. That's a form of hell to me.
See,
so
see,
so I mean race car said basically use a toy, use your hands. That's why they got Vaseline. They got
yeah.
lotion, they
hmm And so
got toys.
that's just that is a hell of a situation. And again, like I said, for me, I'm I could take being amputated from the below the knee amputation. At least I still can perform. But if I can't do nothing at all, I can't even hold your hand. And if you do hold my hand, I can't feel your touch. That's a hell of a scenario, man. That's a oh But I would just
I
say
mean,
let
that's
just
already a hell that you're living in right there because you are not able to do for yourself any
yes,
longer.
ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
already a hell that you're living in. And then and then to know that your mate is with someone else, that's another that's on
And that's
top of it. I mean,
we we, we
I
just
mean,
see.
the only way that I mean, I would give it a pass. That's if I don't know what's going on. I mean, I am, my mind is gone. I mean,
But
my
see that.
body is here, but I mean, my mind is gone. That's the only way because guess what? I won't know that you're with someone else.
Yeah, see that. See, and you know what? That's that old phrase: out of sight, out of mind. That's what that is. And that's the only way you can pull that off. Once I'm a late bloomer. I didn't have my first sexual encounter till I was 17. I'm a late bloomer by a whole bunch of folks then. But once you cross over, all bets is off with all that other stuff. You have, if you're not performing, what good is you? And so it's kind of like that's a tough one, Candy. That's a tough one, partner. I just know
Yeah,
for myself.
but
If
it's
if
tough. But yeah, it's tough. But you know what? This conversation needs to be had because guess what? It happened with B. Smith. Samuel says, "I'm going to take care of my wife and pay for her. I will pay the people. I will pay them to leave." Race car says that my love is endless for my man. I would never disrespect him after loving him the way he has.
okay,
Natural says right. If you really love a person, you wouldn't do that and still be there.
yeah, I mean, that is the $50 million question. I mean, most people ain't finna do that. Race car said, "Get me out of there." Everybody, you want out. You can't. I can't. Again, if I'm my whole person, I can't fathom nobody being with somebody that I'm with present. Can't see it. So I sure can't be in the same house and 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 they my caregiver, and somebody is giving them care during the midnight hour. No, ma'am. No, 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 no. Get me out of there. Just put me in a hospice. And do everything that I need with regards to my medical expenses and things of that nature. But if you were to come to visit me, what we can't even talk about that. Eventually, you coming to visit me, go, in my opinion, go run its course. Just get me out of there and you go forward. And the same go on my end. I would hope that the woman would understand me too, because again, you affecting two lives at that point. So yes, um, it's for better, for worse, sickness and in health, but that is a very extenuating circumstance. I don't know if whoever made those vows accounted for that type of situation, because most people ain't finna do it. Most people ain't gonna walk that. They ain't finna walk that road. They just not. Get me out of there.
hmm RC says that it is very disrespectful. Samuel says That's why you pay for it, because you pay for them to leave, let you live. I still will walk my wife and feed her. I guess he would still be there for his wife, feed her, take care of her,
Mhm.
and be there for her. And
Okay.
race car says that she is set up different, and she said she thinks it's sinful. And
Well,
IC said, if you really love a person, it's just downright disrespectful.
well, it's a hot button. This type of subject here rub people in different ways. Um, me personally, I respect everybody's opinion. I just know that I think the one thing we all of us can agree on, this is a very hot button
Mm-hmm.
topic.
It is.
I but I will push back slightly. I would think the majority of people, that's something they don't even want to fathom, much less want to go
Mm-mm.
through. And this situation that you brought up, they is a special breed. They a special breed because I would imagine at least 7 out of 10 people ain't finna. They not finna. They you know. So um
Yes,
I
it is a very sensitive topic. It's very sensitive because I mean, not only are you talking about end of life care, but you're also talking about, okay, what are my wishes while I'm here, and I am sick, or I have something that will eventually take my life. So
yes, ma'am. Yeah. All right. Well, Candy, look, like I said, I have an event tomorrow.
okay.
If well, I'm just gonna say this kind of like a YouTube thing as well. If everything goes right, you'll hear about this tomorrow. It's a real nice thing. So we'll see how that go.
Oh,
But
excited.
I'm Yeah, but I'm gonna so I'm just gonna keep that under wraps. But I've been talking to
Okay.
some people. You know them as well. So if
Okay.
everything go right, we'll see something on YouTube tomorrow. A very nice event I'm going to right now here in Philadelphia. So a
Ooh.
shout out to the chat room. And I want to thank you for supporting my channel as well. All y'all, if you're not connected with Miss Kandychelle, she's a beautiful woman and she got a beautiful heart. And just
Oh,
thank you for being yourself here.
thank you for joining me, Derek. I really do appreciate it, and it is an honor to moderate for you.
Yes, ma'am.
If no one, I mean, if I think everybody in the chat is connected to you, but if they are not, if you are in the bushes and you are not connected to Derek, please connect to Derek. Type in the chat so they can grab your link. He goes live on Saturday, and he comes in, he goes straight to the point. He has some good topics, and he's out of there. And
I
I thank
try.
you so much for joining me and adding into this conversation. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you take care of yourself, and it's always Gemini season now.
It's
You feel
always
me?
Gemini season, always. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. All right, take care
Greenville,
here.
Mississippi.
All day, Charlotte, stand up in here. You feel me?
All right, yep.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye. All right, that was Derek. Let me read the chat. I apologize if I have not been able to. Hey, Pooh. If I have not been able to really read what everyone is saying, um, and I have dropped the link. So if anybody else want to join me into this conversation, we are talking about B. Smith. She passed away, and she had Alzheimer's. And so, in her having Alzheimer's, her husband brought in a caretaker. Um, uh, uh, Her husband brought in a caretaker, and the caretaker and her husband ended up being together. And so, would you be okay with your mate being with someone else if you're not able to be there for them? Let me read the chat because I have missed a lot. Thank you for joining me, Think Positive. I really do appreciate it. Race car said, blows my mind with the things. He said, that's why I never even consider breaking his heart after building his world around me. Yeah. Okay, so Samuel says, love is not based on sex. Me and my wife's bond will be strong, and no D or P will come between us. Exactly, Samuel. Exactly. If you would like to join me and expand on that, I have dropped the link, and you are more than welcome to come up and join me. And anyone else who wants to join me, we could talk about this topic. We could talk about pretty much anything. Um, It says, Recipe says, my husband tells me now he's going to wait on me at Heaven's Gates. And I think it's the cutest thing. No matter what happens, I'm going to be by his side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I just think that, if Sharon said I would be mad if he started messing with my caretaker. Yeah, I'll be mad too. But it's a conversation that you need to have if you're married, or if you want to get married, or if you're in a long-term committed relationship, because everyone do not want to get married. If you're in a long-term committed relationship, there's something that you need to talk about, as well as, that conversation. Okay, when that time comes, these are my wishes. So, I think that we might need to start adding that into the conversation. Maybe I just know, me personally, I when I take that vow, it's to death do us part. It's not till I get sick and I don't know what's going on. Yes, and when you really love someone, it's deeper than the physical. It's emotional connection. Exactly, exactly. It is deeper than physical. Race car, you want to join me? Are you able to join me? It is. It is deeper than physical. It is. It really is. Hi, number one. Okay. All right. Don't work too hard. Yep, it is. It is. It is hard to find that these days, because I mean, a lot of people, they don't take marriage seriously anymore. They don't. Most people see marriage as a business. And see, that's another conversation in itself that we can have on another day, and about marriage. Yes. And Rescott said, that's why I've been blessed with a true gem. And yes, you have. Yes, you have. He loves you. He really do. Yeah. But that's a conversation that we can have on another day. I mean, with B. Smith having Alzheimer's, well, she had Alzheimer's. I do know that I mean, they have their good days and they have their bad days. Some days that they're gonna know what's going on around them. What was her, I would love to know her mindset of whenever she was lucid and aware of what's going on around her. Um, did she see anything? Did she hear anything? You know, it's just so much to this. You still waiting for your and you're gonna find it, I see. Yes, cool, exactly. Yes. People use marriage as an investment. People have turned marriage into a business. They really have. They really have. They do not honor marriage the way that it was honored 20 and 30 years ago. Your grandparents, and if they're still living, they may still be together after 30 and 40 and 50 years. That's very rare in this day and age. It's like, okay, well, I am with you until I get what I need, and then I am not there for you anymore. And people, they do not take, they do not honor, not saying everybody, but they do not honor marriage anymore. And most people well, I know some women, once they get to a certain age, they are willing to settle. Are you willing to settle just to say that I have his last name or her last name? Are you willing to settle and be with someone just to say that I am married? Exactly, I see. Yes. And that's a good thing to do. So because you will know, okay, you know what, this is what I am willing to accept, and this is not what I am not willing to accept. I am not the easiest person to get along with. I'm horrible at listening, managing money. He sits me down and explains why he cares about our future and wants us to come comfortable. See? But you know what? Race car, he understands you. He knew how you was. I'm pretty sure he knew how you was before y'all said I do. They didn't honor marriage back then either. They often stayed married for survival reasons. Yep. And some people did. Yep. Because, and then let's walk down this path. The ones who didn't, and the ones who had a family down the street. I mean, the man, he may have had a whole family down the street. Yep, they did have infidelities back then. They sure did. They sure did. I believe communication is the key, and then understanding for myself, because I'm hard headed. I trust my man with my heart and my soul. Yep. Mhm. Yep. Infidelity was around back then because they did have whole families down the street. I mean, you and your friend may be playing, and then y'all found out at the funeral y'all really sisters. And that's unfortunate. Yes, that's very unfortunate. Hi, 96. Hi. Thank you for joining us. We was talking about B. Smith. She passed away the other day, and she had Alzheimer's. And so her husband brought a caretaker in to take care of her. And in the process of the caretaker taking care of her, she ended up taking care of the husband. So we was discussing that. Uh, are you okay with your mate being with someone else if you're not able to be there for them? And so we were just talking about that, and we had Derek and Bambi join me on the panel, and we was able to discuss that a little bit. I like the way you put it. You are really sisters. Yes, you find out at the funeral that you're really sisters. Or brothers and sisters. Y'all probably went to the prom together, and then not even knowing that you went to the prom with your brother. Yeah, yeah. B. Smith, she was a real big designer. She was a model. Um, she had her own show, and she passed away. She had Alzheimer's, and so her husband brought in another woman. And so I know, um, I am, I wouldn't be okay with that. I would not be okay with that. Especially if I am in my right mind. Just wait till I cross over, God closes my eyes for good, you know. Just allow me that much respect. But, to each his own. To each his own. Rest part, yeah, that's just like with any man. They're still gonna leave stuff laying around. Nobody's perfect. 96 said, oh heck no. Oh heck to the no. Yes. Yes. And she came in and they ended up being together and he said he was lonely and he was needing somebody to be there for him. And they ended up getting together. They ended up getting together and being with each other. And so now now that B has passed away, I'm curious to know, are they gonna stay together or are they gonna end up getting married? Welcome back, animal lover. Are they gonna end up getting married? What's gonna be the outcome of this now that she has passed away? I would love to know that. I'm sure she knew the woman that high roller society is very small. She may have known her. I know. I don't know. I just know that she was brought in to take care of B. Smith. I do know that. You think that they had already had a relationship prior to? Yeah. And so that might have been an easy way for her to come on in and be under the same roof with him. I want to say, was she married? I didn't do my research. I hate when I do that. But was she married? I'm gonna have to look that up. They might have already been together, and B. Smith getting sick might have been the icing on the cake for both of them, which is sick. It's very sickening that they. Hmm. Yeah, that's sickening. Yeah, and I see they probably was. They probably was already together. Hmm. Because she just came right on in and started being with him. Um, Let me look it up right quick and I'll be able to tell you. She was 70. She was 70 years old. 70. Mm, yeah, she was 70 years old. Let me see if I can get a picture of her. If y'all can see this is her right here. Let me try to make it bigger. But this is B Smith right here. This StreamYard is on a delay. Okay, there it goes. It just popped up. But that's B Smith right there in the red dress. And that was her before she got sick. Respect my family and true friends, not some skank worry about between your legs and use your heart. Not class at all. I could see them falling in love, but give me my family grieving time. Exactly, 96. Mm-hmm. So, mm-hmm. Okay, race car. And this is her while she was sick. StreamYards is on a delay. So this is her right here during her illness. Yeah, she was beautiful. She was very beautiful. She was very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And the Alzheimer's is a very ugly disease. Yep, bless her heart. Alzheimer's is a very ugly disease. And I have seen people because I have worked with Alzheimer's patients. I have seen individuals who have, yeah, DC. Oh, DC, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I hope I didn't miss your comments. Yeah, she was 70. I have seen individuals who work at NASA. I mean, NASA, I'm sorry. Very smart, very brilliant people. But they develop Alzheimer's and they went from their brilliant minds to not even recognizing their loved ones. Alzheimer's is a very sad disease. I had shared at the beginning of this live that my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I didn't know what Alzheimer's was because I was a kid, and so I didn't know the reason why she was so angry. I didn't know why she would forget. I didn't know the reason why, my mom would lock the door and try to keep her from getting out. I did not know that until I got older and realized that that was what she had then. hmm Oh, you want to see him? Okay, let me find his picture. I'm trying to. Yeah, StreamYards is on a delay, so okay. That's B Smith, and then that's the woman that he's with now. She was beautiful. Welcome back, race car. I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I can't make it bigger. I don't. Yeah, but that's him, and that's the new woman. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because 96, because you know she left a fortune. You know she left a fortune behind. She left a fortune behind because well, she had money before. She was a model. Um yeah, that was fast for him to move on. I'm a lover. He moved on while she was still living. He moved on while she was still living. Yep. He sure did. Yep. He moved on while she was still living. He moved right on. Because the woman came in to take care of B. And she ended up taking care of B and B's husband. Yep. She ended up taking care of both of them. hmm Yeah, he should have waited a grief period for that process. For that precious family. Yes. I think so too. I think so too. I think that he should have waited. Yep. I really do. Because me personally, I see marriage as to death do us part. We got married and we stood before God and we said, I will love you through sickness and in health, not love me while I'm still healthy, but in sickness and in health until death do us part. Hey Scorpio, we was talking about B. Smith. Um, she passed away the other day, and she had Alzheimer's, and her husband was brought another woman into the home to care for her, and they ended up being together. And so we was talking about would you be willing to allow your spouse to move on and to be with someone else um, if you was not able to be there for them? hmm Yeah. So that was the topic. Do anyone else have anything to add to the conversation or have anything to share? You have anything that's upcoming on your channel? If you're a content creator, do you have a milestone that you're trying to achieve? Yep, that's tough. I had dropped the link. Um, if we wanted to discuss it, yeah, just leave them there. Yeah, she's a mistress. I went off on him Sunday. Yep. Hey, Janice. Hi. Hey, Google user. Hi, boo. You doing okay today, Janice? Yeah, we're about to get out. I was asking anybody, do y'all have any milestones or any new videos, anything that you want to share before we end this live? Race car, drop your link in the chat for me real quick. If y'all have not grabbed up Race car, she is my moderator and my boo, and she has a channel and she does poetry. She writes beautiful poetry. And so if you have not grabbed her, please grab her. She has some very beautiful poems on her channel. And I would really like to try to see her at 300 before the middle of next month. Yeah, I was going to ask you where you been, Latu. I'm glad you're back too. I really am. I love you too, Google user. Thank you, Shen. As well as Shen. Shen is trying to get to her 1K. I'm sure all of us in this stream has her. But if there's someone in the bushes, if you do not have Shen, if you do not have Race Car, please grab them. Okay, DC said check out my video on Phyllis Wheatley. I put out and released one of my poems. Okay, yes, okay. So DC, she has a I'm gonna make you blue real quick so you can drop that link in the chat. Oh, okay, before I do it, I'll drop it. Welcome back, Samuel. Let me go to your channel and drop your link, Race Car. You didn't miss much, Samuel. I shared pictures of B. Smith and I shared pictures of the woman that he is with now. That's about it. And if you're a content creator, if you have anything that's coming up on your channel, or if you have a new video out that you would like for everyone to check out, just let us know. And then we'll be more than happy to I believe in supporting everybody. This world is not an island. You cannot survive alone. We all need each other, and we all have a goal that we are trying to achieve. And why not help each other achieve that goal? Leave that crab mentality somewhere else. If that's what you're about, then I do not want to surround myself with a crab mentality person, because that's not who I am. I don't believe in, well, I'm going to hate on you, or I don't like you because you have achieved your goal faster than I have. Life is a race, and we're all going to get to the finish line sometime, but we all cannot get there together. Okay. All right, I see. I'm getting ready to end the live anyway. We have been on for an hour, and I typically do not go longer than an hour. But I thank everyone for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay, so you have a new video out. Do you have that? Do you? Okay, let me get your link and drop that in the chat as well. And let me subscribe to you. No, not that one. And I just subscribed to you. So now you have 765. You want more? I mean, I can give you more. I don't know what you want to end it. You want me to end Scorpio? Yeah, that crab mentality, we have to get out of that. We really do. We really do. You know, we all want to get there to the finish line, but everybody's not going to get there at the same time. Everybody do not produce the same amount of work. I know that. I mean, I know I can't be mad that I am not monetized yet. I know the reason why I'm not monetized. I don't put out the work. I don't go live the way that I should. I don't. I mean, I do not post videos often, but that is something that I do. And so just because someone else get monetized before I do, I can't be mad at that. I can't hate on that. I can't be jealous of that. You don't know the type of work that person put out to get there. You don't know the long nights that they set up on their lives, or the amount of videos they put out, or the work that they produce to be able to achieve that goal. Oh, okay. Well, Samuel, you want more of me? What would you like to talk about? Mm-hmm. Yep. We don't. No one knows. The amount of work, the tears that they had to cry, and what they had to do to achieve that goal. I will too. Yeah. Well, I'll come back on later, Samuel. Dedication. Let's talk about dedication. Okay, we can talk about dedication. Yeah, because dedication does come in hand in hand. Motivation. Dedication does come hand in hand whenever it comes to being with someone. Mm-hmm. What is love? Mm-hmm. What is love? Yeah, what is love? How do you define love? Love is an emotion. Yeah. And do people really do society value love anymore? Like that true love. There's different levels. Oh, let's talk about making money without being monetized. Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about it. I did learn that you can become an affiliate of Amazon. So like I've been making cooking videos. And so some of the products that I use, I order from Amazon. And so I can drop the link to that product, in my once I become an affiliate, and then I can get paid for it. I guess if my subscribers purchase the knives that I use or the whatever. I'm still learning about that. It's different levels. Mm-hmm. What is love? Oh, I didn't go listen to that. Yeah, it's too much put out on it. People stress love but do not respect it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm still waiting on my application to be approved. I applied over the weekend, so um, I think I have to end up opening up my numbers, which I really don't care if anybody see how many subscribers I have. But I have to end up opening up my numbers, I believe, so they can see it. But I'm still waiting on my application to be approved for that. But there's so many different ways that you can make money. I believe I was in a live where they was talking about like those little YouTube pillows. You can become an affiliate of that. I guess that's sold on Amazon. And so like if you have to sell like three within a certain amount of time, I think like 90 days, you can get paid for that. It's so many different ways, like sponsorships. I'm still learning everything, so I really do not know a whole lot about that. And if there's someone in the live or someone listening and they know more about how to get paid, okay, Shen, thank you for still being here. Shen, what time is Riri going live? Us rap artists will pay to do reaction videos to our music videos, and you will not get copyright claims because it's our own purposes, research purposes. Okay. Um. So, would you like for me to play some? Because I have enough copyright claims. I'm trying not to get no more. I have so many. I think I counted. I think I got like six. Oh, I got a guess. Hi, Samuel.
What's up? You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome.
What's up? What's up?
Well, hey, thank you for
Hey, how you
joining.
doing?
I'm doing good.
Hmm? Yeah, so it's a lot of ways. I be finding out things like you can do like they have like now like this like you can have links on your homepage like to all your other social media websites, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can put like your link, like actually somebody can go and click on it. So like you can put your Cash App up there, your PayPal. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody can directly click right on it, you know, and actually, you know, donate to you on your Cash App before you ever get monetized or anything like that. You know, real easy access. That's one way. One of the things too is like I do music, right? So
Mm-hmm.
my music is put out through a distribution company, which is DistroKid.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens with that is that when they put the music out, they also put it out on all streaming platforms, but they also send it to YouTube as well. And what happens is when the music is sent out through your distribution, it's already like monetized. Like you'll get like advertisement ads, like you'll get money from the ads that's played. Like when someone go play my music on YouTube, like if you go listen to my playlist, which is Samuel Steady Rock Music playlist,
Mm-hmm.
it's commercials that's gonna come on before the songs. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like I only have like 2 views or something like that, but it's automatically you get ad money because it's licensed music. You understand? That's one way. So like poets, like you can also like even people that do poetry, like you can release your poetry out on like a distribution. Like the distribution I use is called DistroKid.
Mm-hmm.
And so even for all the poets, there's people that do poetry, you can release your poetry out, make it real good quality, best quality that you can make it from, your studio, and put your voice on recording. And what happens is, like, DistroKid is like, it start off like $20 a year, and you can upload unlimited music or whatever it is, spoken word. If you read stories, maybe you might want to put out an audio book or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? See where I'm going? You can put it out through DistroKid, which is a distribution company. Now, what they do, they're going to take that audio recording that you created, and they're going to send it to all of the stores, all of the digital stores, which is like Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and some other streaming networks that's overseas in other countries like Deezer and Napster and different things like that. They're going to send it out to all of them, but they're also going to send it to YouTube. So what happens is YouTube is now going to start playing it. It's going to be like in topics. Now get to something else, but they're going to start playing it. But as soon as they start playing it, as soon as your music or spoken word gets up to YouTube, it's already have like commercials and stuff in front of it. So at that point, you automatically collecting YouTube ad money, but it's not coming. It's coming. YouTube is paying your distribution. Then your distribution, which you keep all of the money. You know what I mean? You collect it out of your bank or your distribution. But YouTube will pay your distribution for using your music. So that's one way. And then you go and claim your page and stuff like that. That's a whole another story. But your music will be up there, or your spoken word, or your maybe, I don't know if they probably release a book or like a story, but poems, I'm pretty sure they release that. You add a little jazz beat to it and stuff behind it, and release it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's one way, and I mean that's one way, other way. But I mean, I think like YouTubers, like you small YouTubers, you have like an awesome platform. Like you don't even know that even that small YouTuber, they're small musicians. Like everybody needs everybody in a collaboration. Like me being on this platform, I'm not necessarily telling people like what I got going on. Thank you for having me on this platform and share what I do and everything like that. But I think just in the same token is that me being up here, you giving me this opportunity to be up here, people gonna go look at your page, gonna go check it out, and if they enjoy, so it's still a form of promotion, and so I'm grateful for it in that sense and everything. So, but people don't realize y'all, all of you YouTubers. I mean, I think collaboration is the key. Like, get with each other. You know what I mean? All the time on different things. Whether it work on, sure, I would love to, go around and individually meet, many YouTubers and do an live interview, on their stage and interview me about what's going on. I got a video out called What is Love, and the latest one, which is Arsenal, which I directed. That's what I do as a content creator. So you probably won't see a lot of stuff from me as much far as fun, because I'm like thinking, okay, I'm gonna create a music video. Like I want to do it, but do it from an experimental way and doing it like on my own budget, or not like really necessarily going glitz and glamour, but shooting it myself, or directing it myself in a sense.
Yeah. So, is your music on like Spotify, Apple Music?
Yeah, it's on all of the platforms. Just look up Samuel Steady Rock. You'll find the music on, Spotify, Google, anywhere that you listen to music, the music is up there. The distribution company puts it up there.
This is good information because I hate that. I mean, my son, he did not go further with his music, and I even offered to pay for him to go into the studio. He made a little song, a song, and the song is fire. It is fire.
It's awesome. You got to invest in this talent. I mean, it's music. Honestly, today, right now, music is probably like, I mean, at this moment in time with technology, music is like a great investment to invest in, because you don't have the overhead. Like, coming up when I was first doing music, if this technology was here, it's like, wow, amazing. You know, we had to press up CDs, carry a whole bunch of CDs and different things like that. You know, but now it's like, you know, everybody who has a phone or who has access to a computer are listening to music, you know, and it's just a matter of saying like, well, okay, you're now on the shelves, man, the main artist, you know, and everything like that. The only difference between like an artist that we'll hear a lot of times probably like that is just that they put a lot of money into marketing it, and so that you're gonna hear it a lot of times. But we still, as fans of music, we still have our own individual way to go get our own music when we want. We don't really have to be dictated by the radio station. I think that people, once we realize, like all of us, you yourself, Kandy, you know, myself, we are actually the radio station, because it's more imperative of an artist to get into your PlayStation, your playlist. I mean, get to, you know, to be a part of your playlist. You're playing his music or her music, you know, whether from your Spotify or things like that, you know, that's really, so each and every individual is actually the radio station, you know. I mean, there's actually people like, you know, like getting compensated for having like an awesome playlist. Like people want to get onto their playlist, and these are just average people. Like, but they play their playlist so much, or different platforms and different things like that. I mean, like you guys. I mean, everybody is the platform and is needed. I mean, there's up and coming artists, and you know, artists. You know, so there's just like this. We'll say people on here will say like small YouTubers. There's small artists, and there are small artists that out in the world that you probably have never have heard of, and making a decent living just doing music. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I said I was going to try to promote him more, especially that song. That song is fire. I hate it. I mean, he didn't even go further into it. But I mean, there's so many ways to make money now. So many ways.
And I mean, I guess maybe I'll probably do some videos and talking some more on some seminars, but I think it's important, like, just, you know, like you can like hit me up on my Instagram, you know, and you know, I'll send you some information and stuff like that, send you a link. Like a DistroKid, what it is, yeah, DistroKid, I'm telling you, it's a distribution company. And you keep all of your money. You keep all of your money. The only thing you pay is $20 a year to get started. That's just one package. That's $20 a year. I'm actually doing a promotion for DistroKid. But actually, if I give you the link, they'll give you 5% off. So you know, yeah, they'll give you 5% off. And it's a distribution company. So what happens is like your son's music, and I mean, then you own it, y'all own it if you made it, and y'all own it and you direct how it can get put out. And I'm telling you, you'll be amazed once you start seeing your music on these platforms like iTunes and Tidal. That's, you know, Jay-Z's streaming platform. All of these different streaming platforms, they're gonna put it onto them. You don't have to do nothing. You just send it to DistroKid, and they're gonna put it on all the platforms. And even if someone is playing your music at this point, once they do that, like someone can Shazam and hear your song, and it's gonna come up. Oh, they're gonna see right on it. I know what song that is. So it's officially like, you know, and you keep all of your money. The only thing is like you'll pay $20 a year. But you can upload as many songs as you want. So I think that in this day and age, it's like almost like if you do any type of music at what age you are, you know what I mean? If you had a doing music, you should be putting your music out there. Not only is it just good that you can own it and get compensated for, you know, directly, it's also legacy, you know what I mean? Because you look at, you know, music and art, that's something that's going to outlive all of us, you know, so it'll be here long after you, you know, collecting from it, long after you dead and gone. So why not do it, you know?
Yeah, because I had did a podcast. I'm starting to get into podcasts for some reason. I just like doing it for some reason. But I had talked a little bit about like now you don't have to really do so much boots on the ground and like that hard hustle to get recognized anymore. I had talked a little bit about that. Because because the age of social media has allowed for us as a people to be able to just get on the app and upload whatever talent that you may have, and then hopefully that right person will see it or hear it, and then boom, you're an overnight star.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like overnight, but I mean, you definitely have the avenue and aspect to, gradually gain a fan. Because I think fans are more like, it's best if sometimes, and what this internet allows you to do, sometimes it's best that if you grab one fan at a time, two fans, and three fans, because these fans become loyal. And if you look at in the music business or something like that, well, so, hey, I'd rather have 50,000 fans than a million fans, but only 10,000 of them are going to buy. But I'd rather have 50,000 loyal fans that every time I do something, they're going to check for it and and consume it, or look into it. So I think it's more about gaining a friendship and gaining a relationship with the people that's listening to your music or listening to your podcast or listening to whatever it is you do, like your YouTube, and preparing it. Like, you look at it like this. That one thing someone was telling me, like, I didn't know about the whole monetization thing, so I was like understanding. Like, I was like, well, I understood people was rushing to get to it. Like, okay, they got to rush. But I was wondering, like, was it when you get to that point, if you don't make it in a certain time, do you got to start back from zero? And I was like, well, someone told me, it was like, nah, you don't. It just still takes some. So I was thinking like, well, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you continue to be consistent at whatever pace you're doing it, eventually you are going, get monetized. And I think however you take your time, and I think that's what YouTube is based on. It's like, it's built for you to move at your own pace. We're going to be here. Move at the pace that's comfortable for you. And I think at that point, what it does is that when you are monetized, you're going to be an awesome machine. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're going to be ready. Because I think that's when the real work begins. I'll be honest. I'm like, well, first you get monetized. Well, I don't think it's that the end all. Like, is that you can just kick back and, leave your job? Like, or is it like the pressure turns up and you have to step your game up? Because in most cases, I know in a situation when you accomplish one thing, it's now that you've been exposed to more people, you have to step your game up even more. Like, okay, there's more people who want to see you.
You do. You have to work even harder, because not only do you have to maintain those hours or increase your hours to get monetized, but you also too have to put out the work so you can get paid.
Mm.
So you can get paid, because if you don't produce, and then you have to start bringing more traffic to your channel, because what I know of, you're based off of the views. So you have to bring people in to be able to see what you got going on your channel.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So the work does not stop whenever you get monetized. You have to work even harder. If you upload videos like me, whenever I do reach that milestone, I'm gonna have to make a video longer than 2 minutes.
Okay.
So I know that, I'm gonna have to start looking at what can I do to make my videos longer, because I am the type of person, I like to get in and get out. I don't have it all day. I don't just let me just I'm gonna give you the fruit and I'm out. I'm gonna give it to you and I'm gone. I don't want to give you, you know what I'm saying, like a long road of how I got this and all that. I just want to give it to you and I'm gone. But I know that now I need to start looking at other things to do that will allow me to have those longer videos.
Yeah, I think that is. Look, I have no real. I don't think I think I have my thoughts and opinions. I think one thing about this social media hype is this: move how you know. I mean, there's ways that people done it and it helped them, and you should follow them. I think you should find out who done it and say, okay, how they done it. I think look at those, and but I think be you. That's the most important thing about it. Just be you, because I think there's no other person like you. There's nobody else like Kandy. There's no other Kandy creator. So that's original in itself. You understand?
Yep. Baby said I'm back.
Oh, what's up, Bambi?
I can't say it how she says it, even though both of us are in the South. I cannot say it like she says it. I am back.
Thank you for allowing me to be on this platform and
Thank
share a
you
little bit.
so
Thank you for
much
having
for
me.
joining me. Thank
Ah,
you.
no doubt. I
And
appreciate this.
I did subscribe to you. I will be over there listening to your music, running your playlist, whatever I have to do to help. If y'all do not have Samuel, please grab him up and listen to his music.
Yeah, the playlist is Samuel Steady Rocks music. Yeah, that's the playlist.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Samuel joined me on the panel. I really do appreciate him. I really do appreciate his time. I appreciate him sharing his knowledge. It has allowed me to go and share this information that he shared with my son. Yeah, I'm about to get off because I came straight home from work and I jumped on live. So I have not eaten at all. And I try to stop eating at 7, but it's 8 o'clock now. So I have went past my time and I need to get something in me before it gets too late. I'm trying to drop 15 pounds before May. Yeah, but I really do appreciate each and every one that came into the live tonight. Like I always say, you can be anywhere on YouTube. You can be in anyone else's chat. You could be doing anything else. But because you decided to join me and to click on my live to listen and to share with me, I really do appreciate it, and I count it as an honor. And in closing, remember, life is short. Make it sweet. Until the next time. Bye-bye.